Xenovia Quarta, one of the many female protagonists from the series High School DxD, standing 5'5", waist 58 centimeters, hips 88 centimeters, and bust, well, let's just say, not quite Riase grade. However, she is one of the very few and rare true holy sword wielders. What's a holy sword, you might ask? Well, a holy sword in general is a sword that is fused of light energy or holy attributes. And your latest holy swords don't look too different from your normal everyday lightsaber, just without the color varieties. But the earliest holy swords were true actual blades that were used in battle by great saints, swords like Excalibur, Excalibur, and Durandal. These swords have the power to annihilate a demon. Even the simplest of injuries like a scratch can cause severe damage. Not to mention that just being able to wield one of these things requires you to have an abundant amount of light or holy attributes within you. Durandal was the sword that belonged to the great paladin Charles Magnus, which he used to defeat an army of over 100,000 men. It's also the one sword that Xenovia uses the most, which brings us to today's question. How come Xenovia can still wield Durandal? I mean, yeah, sure, she used to be a True Blood Apostle and could wield a holy sword without any artificial help whatsoever. However, after becoming a demon under Riase's household, I don't believe that rule still applies. After all, by becoming a demon, you're basically being reborn anew, which means that your attribute has gone from being holy to unholy. So wielding a holy sword shouldn't even be possible. So why can she still wield it? Well, I have some theories to cover this. The first of which is a relationship theory that goes back to how Xenovia was raised and trained as a child using Durandal, suggesting that maybe after spending so much time training with it, that her and the sword formed a type of bond that enables her to still be able to wield it. We already know that Durandal has somewhat of its own personality because it is very fickle and choosy over its wielder, so maybe it's due to a bond that her and Durandal share that enables her to still be able to summon it. The second theory is what I like to call the Asia effect, which was explained in episode 7 of the first arc, or otherwise known as the I'm Getting a Familiar episode. As we know in this episode, Asia ends up attracting the attention of a sprite dragon, and Riase makes the statement that normally a sprite dragon is drawn to purity, in other words light, holiness, and would normally not choose a demon as its owner. Then Akeno makes the statement that perhaps it's due to the fact that Asia used to be a nun.
スプライトドラゴンは心の清いものにしか心を開かないそうよ。普通は悪魔には下らないはずなのに、アーシアちゃんがシスターだったことが影響してるのかもしれませんね。
So it could be that Durandal is still with Xenovia because it is attracted to the part of her that used to be a true apostle of the church, which could still enable her to use it. This next one is based off the fact that Xenovia is not a pure-blooded demon. And this theory can actually be applied to the rest of Riase's peerage as well, because they were all reincarnated as demons. They weren't born as demons from the start. So maybe the fact that Xenovia is not a pure-blooded demon gives her an edge to where she can still wield Durandal. Maybe an actual pure-blooded demon can't even touch holy objects at all. Then there's the event that happened in Arc 2, the Muse of the Death of God, which was the very reason that Kiba was able to achieve his balance breaker and obtain the Sword of Betrayal, a sword that is fused of both holy and demonic attributes. And as we know, shortly after the fight with Kokabil, Xenovia joined Riase's peerage and is still able to use Durandal, which is a fusion of holy and demonic power. Xenovia is a demon and the sword is holy, and with the balancer of the two powers gone, fusions are very possible. But what is your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's theory video, please hit that like button to let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.